update time from Friday 17th. Evening appointment in Hinckley in Leicestershire with the Hungarian Vizsla that was doing the seal impression and guarding food and stealing food. Went back to do the revisit, and there was a marked improvement in the behaviour. However, there was one major concern that remained, and that was because the family have two young boys in the house. Young, I mean sort of 9 and 11, and who have their friends over. Now the dog was finding it very difficult to cope with these friends, and boys being boys, running around, charging around, the dog would get very stressed, would lunge towards them, which was obviously giving cause for concern for the parents, who are the ultimate owners. So to go in there with a brief of that to try and change it for something that apparently is very difficult to change and causes a lot of distress and stress is a nice challenge to have, because it took about, I don't know, 20-25 minutes for the dog to understand that because the kids were charging around, being noisy, jumping on the settees, all the things that kids do, the dog effectively remained in its basket of its own free will, just by changing how the dog thought it should behave. You can imagine if a dog did that to your children, the first thing that it gets automatically is a big reaction, told off, sent out the room, put in a different room, whatever. None of which actually teaches it how to behave in a different way. All that does is reinforce that what it's doing is correct because of the stress it generates. So to change that, to teach a dog to be relaxed around the children no matter what they're doing, means that you start to get a dog that really is much happier in the home environment, because it doesn't think it has to respond to every little thing that goes on in the house. Condition the dog to stay in the basket as the best place to be, gets the attention, gets the affection. The dog was choosing that within 25 minutes regardless, and the kids would leap up, they would run across the room, run back, jump on the settee, and the dog just laid in the basket watching them. There is a revisit scheduled. Time frame, I think, is about 4 weeks this time, so they get an even bigger chance to practice, implement and do this, and go back essentially, and this is using their words, not mine, going back for a refresher. I think they're confident now they'll get the problems they've got resolved by then, but in a 5-week time frame things may have inadvertently started to slip back, human nature being what it is, so they may just need a bit of a tweak and a bit of a pointer. And that for me is a perfect scenario, because everybody needs a bit of retraining every now and again. No matter what line of work you're in, you need training courses, refreshers. It all helps keep you on top of your game. It helps you keep you working properly with your dog. So a very, very good day.